Today we're talking about the so-called man shortage in the African American community. As we told you earlier, the U.S. Census reports that nearly half of black women in this country aren't married. Social anthropologists say they may never find a husband. We're joined now by a few ladies living that statistics. They are African American, educated, professional, and attractive, and still single. Maida Smith is 37 years old. She's an author and blogger. Raquel Mondin is 31 years old. She's a legal assistant. Tyra Martin is 37 years old. She's a TV producer right here at WGN. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Maida, I'll start with you. What do you think of this topic?
I have mixed emotions about the topic. A lot of African American women are single by choice, such as myself. If I really wanted to be married right now, I'm pretty sure I'd be married right now.
You think you could be? What about you, Raquel?
I've almost been married once, so I just honestly think that my husband hasn't found me yet. When you're looking for something, you might not find it. I think it's just going to be a natural thing, and it's just going to happen.
So you're not looking? You're waiting for him to find you?
I'm open. I do want to get married. I do want to have children, but I'm not prowling every night. Where is he?
Right.
That's going to scare him away. So
this is very true.
He will come to me, and I don't know what color he's going to be. I don't know what shape he's going to be. I've altered my checklist. I, at one point, was just like, oh, my God, he's got to be this tall. But I'm over that. You know, he may be a short, stout guy. I don't know. But he's going to love me, and that's what's important at the end of the day.
Wow, good attitude. Tyra,
I agree.
your idea, so where do you fall on this?
I agree. This story is very personal to me, and I'm very happy to be doing it with all of you guys. I have adjusted my checklist as well. There's some things I'm not willing to give on, though. And
for example?
Faith. Faith is very important to me. I do want him to be taller than me because I like fabulous shoes, and I don't want to have to pull the Katie Holmes and, you know, wear the flats just to satisfy him. And other personal things. I think we need to have things in common and those kinds of things. My work, as you know, keeps me from going out a lot, so I don't have the opportunity to meet a lot of guys, and that seems to be an obstacle.
That,
for me.
I have found personally, is a huge problem. Just meeting guys. Where do you go to meet?
Dinner.
Mr. Wright.
Go to a nice steakhouse and sit at the bar and have dinner. I'm a great guy doing that. It's, you know, I wasn't prowling. I was just taking myself out to dinner as I would normally do.
You just went by yourself?
Yeah. And I would go every Saturday because that's my treat to myself. Like, I don't have to go out and date with somebody. I don't even like him even my head down just to get a free meal. So I can take myself, and you don't know who you're going to meet.
Good attitude.
Because I'm an author, I work alone. So
right.
I don't really get to go out unless it's some kind of networking function. But I think a good place to meet guys is on vacation. I just went to Jamaica a couple of weeks ago, and there are a lot of men from all over the world that are interested in meeting a nice, attractive woman. And
so did you actually meet them in Jamaica, or are we talking conversation on the plane or in the airport?
Jamaica. I met a man in Jamaica. I don't think that I'm going to date him or anything.
Aren't you a little worried, though, that those are kind of like vacation relationships?
Well, it's a friendship, and he's a really nice guy, but he isn't Jamaican. He's from America, and he happens to own a restaurant there. So, I mean, there are men out. Airplanes, I'm a very friendly, outgoing person, so once I'm actually out of my house, out of the pajamas, out of writer mode,
right,
then it's not so hard, but it is getting harder as I get older, because before going to a club and meeting guys was fine, but now you have higher standards as you get older. So it's a challenge, but don't be afraid to go out by yourself.
Tyra, it sounds like you're meeting some men at work.
Yeah.
Or through your work, I should say, not at work, but
right.
through your work.
And I have an opportunity to run across a lot of very interesting people, but specific to this topic, it's hard to run into, I don't run into a lot of black men at work. So what I've decided to do is broaden my net. I told a friend the other day that I was going to venture into the pasture outside of the herd and see what else is grazing out there.
What have been your experiences in terms of black men? Not enough of them, not being able to find one, not being able to find one.
Not being able to find faithful ones.
Oh, okay. Cheaters.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily. Some are just bona fide players that'll be honest about it. I'm not looking to get into a relationship, or I don't want to get married. And I think that I've kind of adjusted my views on meeting so many men like that. I'm thinking, well, maybe I don't want to settle down right now either. But I've found every man that I've dated has been gainfully employed or successful, had himself
So
together.
that hasn't been the
That
problem.
hasn't been the problem at all. It's
Just not wanting to settle down.
right.
Okay, what about you, Raquel, and black men?
Just the same. I mean, people, we're dating and we're single, you know, and if it doesn't work with one person, you know, you can't be upset if they're just being honest and telling you up front, like, okay, you know what, I met somebody
Right.
else. Thank
Right.
you. Because
Yeah, I
now
don't
I
want
know
a
how to say
girlfriend.
next.
Right.
And we'll just keep going until you just finally find somebody. But they're out there. They just have to decide if they want to be in a relationship with you. And if they don't want to be in it with you, then that's okay too.
Tyra?
You know, I agree with what both of you guys said. The infidelity, though, comes in every color.
Yeah.
The problem I seem to have, and that I've discussed with girlfriends, some of you guys sitting here, is that the black guys that I'm running into seem to know that we all joke in Chicago, there's like 7 black guys that everybody wants to date.
Yeah.
And they know that.
Yeah.
And
Good
so
point.
they're, you know, kind of giving special attention to all of the people that are after them, but they're not willing to settle down with any of us.
Let me just ask you, especially the older ones, is this embarrassing? You know, for you? I mean, no, because I know it has been for me. I hate when people bring up the question, you know, are you married? Are you not married yet? Is this a little bit embarrassing? No?
Not in the least.
It's not
you know-
embarrassing. It's frustrating, though, because I do, you know, hear the, oh, well, he's coming. And it comes with like a
married
sad
yet?
face. Yeah.
Not yet?
And I'm not sure I want to go down that path, so
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
find any embarrassment. I date. I mean, I've
Well,
been
that's
I've
good.
been in a relationship for the past 3 years. It's kind of non-conventional. He kind of does his own thing from time to time, and I guess we've been off and on, but I just don't really feel any pressure to get married right now.
Well, keep that attitude. So you feel like you're in control of your situation?
Yeah, I want to be ready, and I want to marry someone who's ready for me, and I want it to be kind of organic and
Don't you
heaven
feel,
sent.
do you want children? Do you feel
I
pressure?
have a child,
Okay.
so I don't feel
You
a
don't
lot
have
of the
that.
pressure.
Okay,
'cause
so
the
that's
clock's
out of the
not
way.
ticking.
What about
Yeah.
you, Raquel?
Honestly, I feel like, I mean, I was almost married once. He was not black. And I could have been married already just to say I'm married. So there's nothing wrong with being selective. I mean, what's the point of being married and then being miserable later?
So you're open. Are you open outside the race?
Oh, absolutely.
Tyra?
I am. I want a good man more than a brown man.
All right.
And a cute one.
And taller than
And tall.
Right?
Tall, definitely tall.
Good credit.
Overall, do you ladies feel hopeful? Are you optimistic that this is going to work out
yeah.
relationship-wise?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, after a while, you have to just be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers are so staggering.
Well, my
I
cousin's
thought the
getting
number was
married.
higher.
Oh, did you?
I did,
They're
so-
overwhelmingly
Woo!
pessimistic, the numbers. But you feel optimistic, Tyra?
I do. I do.
My cousin's getting married to a black man.
Okay.
They're getting married in April. We're the same age, and I think he's maybe 2 years older than she is. So it's happening. You know, it may just be happening a little bit slower.
Well, I tell you what, I wish the three of you happiness.
Thank
and
you.
Whomever you choose.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good luck. So now that we know what the problem is, what can women looking to marry do about it? Relationship help is on the way, coming up next. And then still ahead, author and actor Hill Harper gives us the male perspective. Look at Hill.